Hello there everybody and welcome back to yet another YouTube video. This time around, this is the first impressions video of the Ford Transit Custom Sport. Now I have covered the Ford Tornado on my channel, and you can watch that review anytime you want to or even after this video. Now before I go on, please don't forget to use the link in my bio, the link in my description box below for you to get a quote from Naked Insurance, and you can get this insurance in under 90 seconds by just putting in your details, the details of the vehicle that you drive, and you can easily just get a quote. And simple as that. And you can save you on thousands of rents every year. The one feature that I do like from Naked Insurance has to be the cover pause, because you can save as much as 50% on your car if it's stationary and you're not using it. That's a nifty feature. So yeah, let's get into this video. Now, I'm going to start with the exterior looks of the vehicle and just give you some things in terms of what has changed on this Tornado and what's on the normal Transit, and obviously the difference between the normal Transit as well as the sportier looking Transit. And immediately you can already see at the front here, you've got literally decals at the front, and in true Ford fashion, those decals essentially, we've seen this in the likes of the Ford Ranger SE, and those decals that run across the bonnet are really good looking for me. In this color, they have black and some blue bits that are at the side. And just looking at the bumper here at the bottom, you can see that there is some sporty elements that have been put on there. Then you've got LED headlights at the front. The white Ford logo looks really quite cool. The nice thing that I do quite like is that it's not an entire front LED light bar that runs across. It's a white strip, but it gives it that look that makes it look like it's a light bar that runs across, and I am quite a fan of that. You then have these vents right on here, which I am a fan of. They are functional. There is some air that goes into there. I'll tell you guys about the power plant in a bit. Now, before I even go on, this car will cost you 938,000 Rand. That's inclusive of your service fee. That's inclusive of your services. I know Ford usually had the right to repair, but now they're including that cost of service and warranties into their car. So this is 938,000 Rand. Also, before I go on, this is not a comparison between the V-Class. This and the V-Class, whether it's a Tornado, whether it's a Transit, it's not competing with the V-Class. It's more of the Vito. So let's just get that right. And I know most of you guys will say, no, I'd rather go for the V-Class, but that is not the competition. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's get back to the exterior. You then get these blacked out 17-inch alloys, and they do give it a sportier look. You come to the side, you have more strips that run across. The most important part here is that this door is power operated. So you just pull on that and it will open. I think that's a nifty feature, especially for people who are going to be using these panel vans. I mean, you come holding stuff, and essentially you don't have to be pushing the entire door to the other side or pulling the door to the other side. You can just essentially just pull it once and it will open for you. And there's a massive amount of space right in there. It's two doors. There's one on the left and one on the right, and you can open as well using the buttons in the car or in the remote. Now we're on our way to the Eastern Cape in Port Elizabeth to deliver some goods for the ready to read guys. And I mean, you can see all these boxes that are fitting in here, and there's still some space in the rear. Now it's a stripped out panel van, obviously. Some LED lights there, just completely stripped out, but there's a lot of space in here. So for a business owner, this does make a lot of sense. And for you to close the door, just pull again and it will close. So yeah, no windows, nothing exactly like that. I do quite dig the look of it. So I'm going to go to the rear and show you guys what's changed on the rear, or some bits on the rear. But I do think that it could look quite nice. I am a fan of it. Yes, I know a lot of people have been saying, oh, Kumbi, you like everything. But I think once you spend some time with the car, there are things that you'll learn to like about it. I've driven now 1,200 kilometers from Johannesburg with this car to Port Elizabeth. And you know what? It's been very, very, very efficient. And I've liked the way it drives. Now, let me just go straight into the power figures. You are looking at a 2-liter single turbo diesel that will give you 125 kilowatts as well as 390 Newton meters of torque. That power goes to only the front wheels via an 8-speed automatic gearbox. And I think it's responsive It gives you really great amount of range. I mean, 700 kilometers of range on a tank, and I'm currently doing 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers in this bad boy, and that's with things loaded in the back as well as a co-driver along with me. And I mean, I'm not trying to be efficient, but I mean, you can just see if you maybe restrict your van to 100 kilometers an hour for your employees, it's even going to give you greater results in terms of that fuel consumption. So yeah, guys, let me jump over and go straight to the rear. Now, when you come to the rear and you still has those strips that run at the back, the badges are in black, and I do quite like that feel and that look. You've got full LED tail lights. They're vertical tail lights, which look really, really good. And like I mentioned, the transit and the custom badge are in black. There is no sport badge anywhere, but essentially you know that it's a sport because of the stripes and the black detailing that's on the car. Now you've got a reverse camera on there, the Ford badge, which is now in white, and then the spoilers or fangs that are right at the rear there. I think they give it a racer boy look. I'm not a fan of them. I think there is no need for that. Then you have another door here that can open that way, and this doors open really wide. I mean, just look how far that door goes back. And you can still open this other one. I'm going to open that for you. And to open that, you press on this button that's on here, and then you just push it out. And I mean, this thing goes all the way to the back. Man, let me just move back. But I mean, you can just see it gives you a lot of room to load your things up without the doors coming into the way. And if you're in a tight spot, then you can just open one door so that you don't have to open all of the doors that quite wide. Or you can just open the side doors, which I showed you are electrically opened. So, I mean, this is a massive amount of room in here. And as a business owner or whatever that you're carrying or transporting, there's a lot of space, really. I can't complain about that. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to jump inside and then, yeah, let's take it from there. So, jumping inside, the first thing that I'm going to mention is just the amount of space that you get in this car. I mean, just look at this door card alone. You've got space for you to put things on there. You've got space on here, and you've got another space down here. I mean, bottle holder down here. You've got a bottle holder up on here, which works perfectly because there's a vent right here for you to cool your drink. And then you've got this gorgeous looking steering wheel, multifunctional steering wheel, and your gear shifter is on here, and you can actually put it in manual. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. So for you to put it in manual, just press the M button, and then you can able to shift up or down depending on what you want. And I'm just going to show you the fuel consumption at the moment, and we're looking at 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers. Now that is simply amazing. We're on half, essentially close to half tanks now, and we're on 520 kilometers of range still. The seats are gorgeous. They do match the blue stripes at on the exterior, sorry, but I do quite like how it is. It's cloth. There's some leatherette theme going on here. It's electrically adjustable for the driver, but not the passenger. Then you do have your armrest right on there as well as the passenger. But I mean, it's just a really good looking interior. I don't want to lie to you. Let me just jump in here. You've got this 13-inch infotainment with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Your start stop button is on there. And I mean, just that entire digital driver's display is clear and concise. We've seen this in the likes of the Ford Everest, the Wildtrak, etc. Your parking brake is on there, and these are your buttons, whether if you want to park, if you want to, your driver assistance systems, as well as your drive mode button that's on there, which is really quite cool. You've got a host of drive mode features from normal, eco, sport, slippery, tow, and haul as well. So that is quite cool. And I've been driving in normal the whole time, not even in eco. So I'm pretty sure that fuel consumption can even dip should I put it in eco. Then you can open your doors, your exterior side doors, with these buttons right on here, which is a nifty feature as well. You've got space on here. You've got space in here. And I mean, obviously, like I mentioned again, those side door cards. The floor is obviously very utilitarian to make sure that, you're just getting into the car, you're working. There's no, cloth mats that are going to get dirty easily, and these are rubber, so you can easily just wipe them down or hose them down should you want to. You've got two cup holders on here. You've got two USB ports here, one type C and one type A, some space down here with a wireless charger as well down there. So they've really thought about everything in this car, and I'm really not mad at it. The driving position is really great. I mean, I've driven now, over 1,000 kilometers, and I'm just really comfortable. The single turbo works efficiently. When I want to overtake, I can just step on it. There's nothing to complain about, and I think Ford has entirely knocked this car out of the park. So yeah, guys, that is essentially the Ford Transit Custom Sport. So let me know what you guys think. I think that this will be, a lot on the roads. I mean, we already see them on the roads, the previous generation. So this is surely going to do well for all those business owners or just those people who want panel vans. But I'm pretty sure it's mostly business people, because I mean, why are you buying a panel van if you don't have a business that transports things? So yeah, guys, please don't forget to use the link in my bio to like, to comment, to subscribe, to get a code from Naked Insurance. And let's take it to 10,000 subscribers. I mean, we're almost there. I'm pretty sure in this video I would have been on 10,000 subscribers. The goal now is to get to 15,000 subscribers by June, and I'm hoping that you guys can share this video with your friends. Up until next time, if you're in South Africa, don't forget to always keep left and pass right. Thank you so much for always supporting. Peace out.